everyone. This video is Kami, the basics. I guess part 3. I mean, we're on this thing where sooner or later I'm just going to call it Kami Advanced. This is Mr. E, your I guess now you could say like your expert on anything all Kami related for right now. And I encourage all of you in our county to go get Kami certified. You can find that on their website. Okay, if you just go to search Kami on their website, I think it's like Kami HQ actually. You can find it, or you can get connected with them through Twitter. They're on all social media platforms, like I mentioned in my live presentation as a part of Kami the Basics. Which, if you're looking for stuff with that, I did not record that PD session. Unfortunately, I didn't, and it would have been a 45-minute long thing, and I just didn't really think about it until people were like, "Hey, what about this? Hey, what about that?" And we ran out of time, and so that's why we're making this. And so what I have here is one of my first things that I'm going to be doing with my 7th grade general music is going over the parts of the guitar. Okay, and I have a diagram. They label it. I go through it with them, and they have a little bank at the bottom. And I had to add 2 things because I had to take this worksheet as a part of somebody else's work that I got for free in public domain, and I modified it. So I put in a couple annotations here. Okay, now you can actually also, if let's say you don't want to have them label this part of the guitar, okay, let's say it's like another a diagram of something, okay, you want to cover it up, use the shapes tool and fill. All right, so once you do that, you can actually put in a white, and you can have them, you can block it out, because you can't access these little markings here that have already been a part of the PDF. Okay, and then if you want to undo it, you go up to the top, click undo, or you can do Control Z, or if you're a ISO user, a Mac, it'd be Command Z. So one big thing that I wanted to bring to your attention is when you open up a document, if you're doing anything with reading or anything with a read aloud or anything like that, make sure when you open the document first in Kami, it'll prompt you for OCR. Even if you think that you might not use it, click to enable it. All right, it's the blue button, not the red. Or not red, it's white. White is no thank you, and blue, like this bluish purple, is to enable it. Make sure you do that when you open the document up. That is going to be a huge lifesaver, because what it does is the technology within the Kami app will pick up on these words right here. All right, and they will be able to read it in a lot more accuracy. Okay, so one of the things that is absolutely awesome about this app is the annotation bank. The annotation bank is a bank. It's a storage, basically a storage place for you to put your annotations, things like pictures or other things, and it's located up here where it says Kami, then teacher, then edu, boom. Oh, Kami. Oh, they actually linked it. This was something that wasn't there about 6 months to a year ago. You can actually click on this, and it'll take you to the Kami website. Unfortunately, my Screencastify is only doing one tab, so I may lose it if I go through. You won't be able to see that, but you can go to their website here. Anyways, whoa, it just popped up a new tab here. Suddenly, I accidentally clicked on it. Annotation bank, here we go. So you're going to toggle the sidebar. All right, that's where you want to be. And that will pop open at some point. Okay, now we're going to go slow. All right, so it's going to pop open the annotation bank here. This is where you can do different things. So this gives me the pages here. This gives me the text highlights, if I remember correctly. All right, and since I don't have any text highlights, there's nothing there. Any comments that I make. All right, this is called the annotation summary. This gives me everything that I've added, okay? I use it for the comments to track my comments. And I forgot that it tracks the annotation. So if you're doing a collaborative document with your students, or your students are doing a collaborative document together, and I'll show you how to tell whether they're on that document or not. It's very similar to the way Google Docs work, and any Google collaborative program. So the annotation bank. Here is where I can drop in, like I have a video on the Bronx here, and a video of the one of the first episodes of The Lone Ranger. All right, because I had to use that as a cultural thing because we talked about pre-radio and anyways. And then I have a square because I was doing my seating charts on Kami. If you haven't seen part 2, I go through the blank page option in the main part of Kami, that main dashboard, where you can pull stuff from your computer, your drive, make a Google assignment, things like that. That just make your classroom shape. And then for seats and desks and things like that, make a little blank open, not fill, but an open rectangle or a square or whatever you have, or circle. And you could just use that. And all you have to do is click on this little cross button with the arrows, and it drops it right in for you. And then if you make a mistake, hover over it and delete it with the trash can. So that's the annotation bank. I can even pull, let's say I want to use this video. I pull it, there it is. All right, so let's say I used it in a previous, I used it in a previous thing, in a previous lesson. I want to pull it back out, maybe use it as a review, like, oh yeah, we did this, I recorded this. This would be a good review for them to pull up on this when we're doing this kind of topic. Boom, right there. All right. I actually cleaned up a lot of this when I went to go do my seating charts, because this thing was at the bottom and there was like 30 of them. Okay. They will be expanding the annotation bank later on. I can't remember exactly how much they house currently, but that is something that you do want to take stock into and really look at it. All right, well, that was a short little video on how to do the annotation bank and some basic things like that. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or follow me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at MR_E_FCS, or Music FCS. So it's this, MRE, oops. All right, that's how you can find me on Twitter as well. All right, guys, that is it, and thank you. That is Kami Part 3.